Hi, welcome to our channel. You must have noticed that we have changed the channel name to Best Ever Cooking Show Sushi. It's best because we are making it for you, and you know you are the best. And it's cooked by Sudeep and Shipra, hence Sushi. Now let's get down to business and get some quick tips on how to make sourdough bread. So we'll first need the starter yeast. Starter yeast? I'm sure this is not what it's called, but let's say I just invented this phrase for you. So to make the starter yeast, we need to dissolve 1 tablespoon yeast and 1 teaspoon sugar in 1/4 cup of lukewarm water and leave the yeast to come alive and become frothy. Maybe cover the whole thing for say 5 to 10 minutes. When you open, you'll see the foamy, yeasty, smelly, nice bread-like flavor. The yeast is active and very hungry. We need to give it some food, and that's where 4 tablespoon flour comes into action. Once all of them are together, make a nice thick soupy concoction. Make sure you let the yeast eat up the flour for roughly 5 to 7 hours in a jar, which must be just covered, not tightly covered, as it will make a lot of bubbles and will rise quite a bit. Now after 7 hours, let's make the dough. So let's add the soupy concoction to 1.5 cup of milk. Take 2 cups of wheat flour, 1 tablespoon salt, 1 tablespoon smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon chili powder mixed oregano. First, let's mix all the dry ingredients together and then put our yeasty mix to the mix and mix and knead for about, let's say, 30 minutes. Meanwhile, you can put a bit of water and oil. Now let's add 2 tablespoons chia seeds and 2 tablespoons sesame seeds. We've got some time in our hands while this guy is kneading, so let's talk about the bread we are baking. Most of us are not aware about the difference between bread and sourdough, isn't it? So let me explain. Bread is soft, comforting, and we identify it with the usual daily day-to-day breakfast item. However, sourdough is a very tasty bread with a very hard crust and a soft and mushy interior with an amazing flavor. This needs a lot of patience. However, I am doing a non-24-hour version whilst we are locked down, and we sincerely hope that we get back to normal life as soon as we can. Once the dough has been kneaded for 30 minutes, it becomes tacky but not sticky. Okay, still not there yet. Wait for it. You can add some oil to it any moment. Non-sticky but tacky. Great. Take a big bowl and grease it well. Deposit the dough and cover it with warm wet cloth. Let the dough rest there for say 1 hour or till it becomes double in size. Make sure that the temperature of the oven is maintained up to 30 degrees centigrade. Well, this shouldn't be that difficult as we are in India and it's summers. This will give the yeast to develop a lot of gluten while the dough relaxes, and the yeast will continue eating the flour and bake air bubbles. There you go. Decant the dough in this thing to manhandle the dough again by starting to fold like so. This ensures the elasticity of the dough is maintained, and then knock out the air bubbles like this. Great. It's time for the dough to sleep again, and repeat. Grease the bowl, rest the dough and cover with a damp cloth. Whoops, wrong side of the cloth, and leave it for an hour. You will see the dough double in size again. Now gather all of them well. You can also grease your hands to give a nice smooth texture. Get a bread box like so grease it completely. Grease each and every corner of the box and dust it with flour and put the dough very carefully and very cautiously. If needed, you can also dust your hands. You could rather see he's not done the best job here, but you can learn from his mistakes. Leave the bread box for 30 to 50 minutes till the bread rises again. Now in a very hot oven, say 250 degrees centigrade, bake it for 15 minutes. This will make the hard crust formed outside, and then keep baking the bread for another 30 minutes in 180 to 200 degrees. At this point of time, your house is going to smell like a bakery with a sweet bread yummy smell. Take the bread out of the oven after 30 minutes and cover the bread with a moist cloth, and don't rush to devour it. You still need to wait for at least 1 to 2 hours to cut into bread. Here we are. After 1 to 2 hours, there's a beautiful textured sourdough bread ready. If your bread cracks from the top, do not worry. As usually, to get this crack, you need to cut it with a knife. But here we got a natural crack. Do please try the recipe and let us know how it goes. Also, do please like the video, comment and share it with your friends. If you are new to our channel, do please subscribe and watch the video and learn how to make other things. Now let's cut a slice and taste to see how did it go. Here's a soft bread ready. Thank you for watching and see you this Saturday.